This puppy right here, the the PlayStation 2 VR. It's absolutely insane. It is super cool, and it does really nice things. Now, I know this is pretty controversial with stuff. What is that? Oh, it's a little thing. I know this is controversial, but I am gonna be comparing it. Oh, my controller's hanging on there. I do not want that to fall. Comparing it to the medicquest 2. Which is better? Now, this, I have gone through so much to be like, what is better? And I finally got the question. But I don't have the question. It's all what your preference is. Now, that sounds stupid, but hear me out. Okay, so, graphics. This wins. Games for a decent amount of cash. This. Best game experiences. This. Hours and hours of fun. This. Especially on Pavlov. Now, what stops the hours and hours of fun is this. Because these have kind of long lifespans, but yeah. But if you have battery pack and freshly charged batteries, more hours of fun. But overall, easier to set up if you have a PS5. This more expensive, $1,000 plus games. Gotta get a PS5, which PS5s are what, like 400. I got mine like when it was not like in America. It was like 700. Yeah. Thank you for releasing so many consoles at launch, PlayStation. I do that with these thingies. Okay, but $1,000 to get this. This is crazy for price. Like, get the PS5, 500. Get this, like, I can't talk. This is 500. Also, not including games. Games are like expensive too. But now is the experience worth it? Yes. Now, for a little bit cheaper, which is still expensive, 300 plus games. But it has so many free games. Gorilla Tag, Pavlov used to be free. It's not anymore. Gorilla Tag, crazy demos that you can play for hours. Battle Talent, which is full game now. But this is like, and this has VR chat if you like talking to people. But this is just goated. This is like, this might be. I just put my thumbprint on the screen. This is. I always come back to this, but for experiencing and me getting my first paycheck, I bought that. Yeah, and I do not regret it. It is amazing. You can play Resident Evil in VR. You can play Hitman in VR. Yes, it is expensive, but I bought those games in the past, so I can play them. Now, what controllers are better? What is easier to use in my opinion? These are way easier to use. Like, so easy to click. Now these, it doesn't take that much to click, but the reason why these are good is because they have so much room to go down and you can just properly hold these. These are a button, so you're constantly like either putting way too much pressure, stressing out your middle finger, or if you're not doing that, then you might accidentally let go of something and you'll die because you dropped your weapon. Congratulations. But what they both have great range of motions. Like, they don't get in your way at all. This makes me feel cooler. This makes me feel like I'm holding a water gun, if that makes sense. These have adaptive triggers, so overall, like, these have batteries, which I can never get these thingies off. But you know what batteries look like. These charge. Mine's plugged into a wall, so it takes about 30 minutes to fully charge, I'm pretty sure. Now these takes less than a minute to charge because you can easily just pop out the batteries and put in new ones, but that costs money. And yes, electricity costs money, but this costs money. You gotta buy batteries. But if you're an Xbox player, you already deal with buying batteries, which I'm a PlayStation player. PlayStation superior. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I like PlayStation. I also like Xbox. There's a stupid fly flying around me. Now, Elden Ring in VR is what we need. Make it happen. So, Now for the conclusion. What is better? Now, if you have thick pockets, then I don't know if I'm saying that right. If you have a thick wallet, that's what I'm trying to say, and you have a bunch of money, get the PS5, PS2 VR, PSVR 2. Get that. Because the games are amazing. The games coming out are amazing. They look amazing. Like, it's not, hang on. It's not like this guy, where, like, it looks good through the TV, but it looks worse in the console. I actually love the design of this. I actually really like the design. I never really looked at the design. But like, we don't talk about that. We don't talk. Now, is it a good PSVR? Yes, the controllers are kind of whack, but it was them getting into things. But if you have thick wallets, that's the PSVR 2 is way worth it in my opinion. But if you want, like, if you don't care about graphics, the games are crazy. Like, the games are actually really, really, really good. If you played Resident Evil 4, already, even the PS2 VR one, this one, even like the remake of 4, like on a controller, it is still a whole different experience to play it through this. Like, it's crazy. Like, but if you don't care about graphics and you just want games and games and games to play, get the medicquest 2, because there's Assassin's Creed VR. That's all I need to say. Assassin's Creed VR. I don't know how good it is, but Assassin's Creed VR sounds cool. But yeah, my opinion, like, I don't know. This just immerses me so good. I'm kind of disappointed with Exorcist VR. I just bought that. Like, yeah, it's scary, but like, I never watched it, and I know the game's old, but it makes me feel too much like an anime character than an exorcist. Like, straight up hitting people with a kamehameha with the crucifix is insane. But yeah, this sums it up. This video is way too long than what it needs to be, but in my opinion, medicquest 2 is better because it's cheaper and has a bunch of games. But immersion, the PS2 VR, PS3 VR, VR2 PlayStation. Get that. Alright. Peace out. Thank you for watching my video. Check out my crazy Fortnite video. It is the best Fortnite video in history. Trust me. Peace out. Good luck on your next VR match.